Welcome to solverfy.
Asking us to name each of the following compounds. And so, as per usual with naming, I'm going to start numbering my carbons, starting with the carbon that is closest to the branching. So in A, my first carbon would be here, my second would be here, third here, and fourth here. So because there are no double bonds, we know that this is an alkane. It's a saturated hydrocarbon. And the longest continuous chain of carbons has 4, so my root is going to be butane. I should also note that I do have a chlorine atom bonded to the first and the third carbons. So the name for this will be 1,3-di, because there's 2 chlorine atoms. Dichloro, and our root is butane. So my name for this structure will be 1,3-dichlorobutane. For B, we'll follow a similar process. I'll start numbering my carbons. My first is here because the closest branching is going to be to the 3 chlorine atoms here. 2, 3, 4. Just like with part A, my root for this is going to be a butane. And I have 3 substituents, 3 chlorine atoms off of the first carbon. So all 3 of them are off of the first. It'll be trichloro because there's 3 chlorine atoms. And our root is butane. Our third looks a little more complex. We're still going to start numbering our carbons with the carbon that is closest to the branching and the one that provides the longest continuous chain. And in this case, that would be this carbon, meaning this is our second, this is our third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So that lets me know that the root for this will be hexane because there are no double bonds. This is a saturated hydrocarbon. And I should also identify my substituents. So I see we have a methyl group off of the second. We have a chlorine atom off of the third. We have another methyl off the fourth, and a chlorine off the second. So I'll say it is 2, 3 dichloro. Where I got that from was the 2 chlorines off the second and third. And then 2, 4, because that's the location of my methyl groups. Dimethyl hexane. And that little dash right there isn't necessary. I just put it because my hexane was dropped down to the second line. So you don't actually need to put that dash between dimethyl and hexane. And that's for C. For D, again, we don't have any double bonds or anything. We have a carbon chain that consists of 2 carbons, and we just have a fluorine off of each one. So we have a fluorine off the first, fluorine off the second, difluoro, because there are 2 fluorines, and because my longest carbon chain is 2, my root for this alkane will be ethane. So the name for this will be 1,2-difluoroethane.